Good afternoon, dear colleagues. We start the briefing of Ministry of Defense. The Ministry of Defense spokesman on ATO-related issues, Colonel Oleksandr Motuzyanyk, is given the floor. Good afternoon, dear friends. Now the information about the events in the ATO region. In Lugansk area, there is military activity of the enemy in the region of Stanica Luganska and far approach to Krymska and near Popasna. There, the militants carried out armed provocations with the use of small arms and grenade launchers. On the whole, the enemy violated ceasefire in Lugansk region 8 times. The Donetsk area, as the day before, yesterday, forces of the occupant opened fire along the front line, except the region of the Donetsk airport. Svetlodarsk Bulge, suburbs of occupied Gorlovka and Avdiivka production area, the militants shelled our position 13 times. The enemy didn't use heavy weapons, but enemy snipers were active in the region of Avdiivka. Mariupol area, the situation remains as in the previous days. With one exception, the militants sharply decreased the number of incidents with the use of mortars. On the whole, the enemy launched 4 mines. Mortars were used by enemy in Krasnogorovka and Talakivka. The absolute majority of episodes of ceasefire violations in Mariupol area were in Pavlopil-Shirokina part of front line. There, the militants opened fire with the use of small arms. In Talakivka and Gnutova, there were recorded the uses of sniper rifles. On the whole, during the last 24 hours in the Mariupol area, there were 24 enemy shelling. During the last 24 hours, as a result of the military actions, no Ukrainian serviceman was killed, but 3 were wounded. Ukrainian Reconnaissance Service informed about one more case of use by the militants the arms against civilians. On the 28th of December, the militants of so-called 7th Detached Motorized Rifle Brigade shelled with the use of underbarrel grenade launchers a group of fishermen on water reservoir near Vuglygirske power plant, and 10 people, innocent people, suffered in the result. One more militant decided to start new life in New Year. The officers of SBU convinced the militant voluntarily to lay arms and return to peaceful life. Resident of Bakhmut joined the militants in March 2015 in order to earn money. He patrolled the city and repaired vehicles of the militants. Then he left the ranks of the militants and addressed Ukrainian law enforcers. Taking into account that this man didn't commit any heavy crimes, the court released him from criminal responsibility. And lastly, children who are volunteers provided our servicemen with New Year presents. Children created some luck tokens, bracelets, and other souvenirs for our servicemen. The parcels were sent to the ATO area right away in order to remind our servicemen that peace is really important for Ukrainians. Thank you very much. So, the information about New Year night will be tomorrow. We wish you all the best, and we will hope for peace at the frontline area. Thank you.